Hello guys, Daniel here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing the authortube tag, which is writers not writing. I found it on author JC Carpenter's YouTube channel, which will be in the link in the description below, and I believe she got it from someone called Martyrs, which I will also link to below alongside the original video where the tag came from. Yes, I thought it'd be fun to answer these questions, so I will start right now. So the first question is, do you have a day job? Which the answer is yes, I do. I've been working self-employed for about 8 years, I think now, maybe a little less. Mainly doing sort of manual labor, building, construction, decorating, landscaping, bits and pieces like that. Alongside PC building, computer building, troubleshooting, training, mobile phone repairs, iPad repairs, bits and pieces like that. And then due to COVID mainly, more recently, it's all moved sort of online. So I'm now doing more editorial services, manuscript assessments, technical writing, reviews and bits and pieces like that, where I take work in privately with clients. And also I've started up a Fiverr to get work from there as well. And that's essentially my day job. I have worked some more traditional type of jobs, but that was a long time ago. And I just really enjoy the flexibility of being freelance and doing what you want, setting your own times, and also being your own boss, which can be good, but also if you don't learn to sort of set limits, you can soon become your own worst enemy, because generally speaking, I like to work. And I think like that's kind of natural as a writer, that even in your spare time you're looking to sort of write and create and do things. So which of course when I'm doing paid work, I'm creating YouTube videos, writing my novel and bits and pieces like that. So I think I might have gone off a little bit on the trail there, but yes. So the second question is, are you a reader? And yes, I try to be an avid reader, although it does fluctuate a fair bit. Some months I can read, 4 books. Other times it takes me like 2 months, 3 months to read 1 book. It really depends on how much work I've got on. But yes, my current read is from Kent Shawn, who has written Blind Spot, which is book 1 of the Millennium Tower series. I'm not that far through it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I've been on that for a few weeks. I really want to finish it this week, because I have to consciously make time to get through my books. I'm not sort of a person that sort of can read a few pages before bed. I have to set aside a couple of hours in the evening to read, and more often than not, I like to try and read things in like 1 go or 2 goes, just because I like to sort of have it all fresh in my mind. And I've started Kent's, but I'd probably be tempted to restart it and try and read it all through in 1 sitting or 2 sittings, perhaps very closely together, just so I don't miss on any details. But be sure to check that out. Also on my list is a short story by Richard Holiday called Foundations, which I haven't got to yet. That's on the computer. And I've also got some other books that I'm yet to read, which is Victoria Wren's Wild Spirit, a collection of short stories. She's recently released, actually, here. She's got her second book that's come out, which is in hardback, and it's absolutely beautiful, so definitely check that out as well. I've read that. But yes, she very kindly gave me a collection of short stories for her Wild Spirit series alongside that. And then I've got the More on the Subject of Trolls, which is by Benjamin T. Milnes. And after buying it, I soon realised that there was actually a book before this that I probably should have bought before going on to this, so I may buy that before starting this, because I feel like that I should probably have read the other one. I guess I'll probably look at the first page and see if it makes any sense. But he actually does his front designs in acrylic. Oh god, I'm saying acrylic. Acrylic or oils. Whichever medium it is, it's hand painted and hand drawn. I've seen him paint on canvas live on his YouTube channel, which I'll link in the description below. So be sure to check him out. And also I picked up a copy of my book for some reason, which I've already read and don't need to read again. Yes, I am a reader. Question number 3. What are your other hobbies? My other hobbies are playing video games. So I currently started Witcher 3 with my girlfriend, and it's really good. Some of the monsters are a little bit odd, a little bit scary, but we're sort of working our way through it, so enjoying that at the moment. I'm guessing that's probably going to be our game for the next year or 2, considering how substantial it is. And I hadn't actually played it before that point, but it was a game I always told everyone that they need to play, even though I'd actually never played it myself, so I'm really glad that I'm finally getting to play it. It Takes Two was also a recent favourite of mine as well. Besides gaming, I love building computers. I love talking about computers, like technology. I love that sort of stuff. Generally keeping fit, which my old line of work used to do a really good job at, building his stuff, sort of keeping me in shape, but since I've sort of switched to online work, I'm having to make a more conscious effort into doing that. But yeah, I think that's kind of it for hobbies, you know, chilling, writing, playing games, going out for the occasional walk. Question number 4 is tea or coffee. Now, I love both, but 9 times out of 10, if I have to choose, it's going to be tea because I enjoy the taste of it. I find it nice and relaxing. You can dunk a good biscuit in it. Brand-wise, it's either PG or Tetley, though I don't say no to coffee. If someone offers me a coffee, I will take a coffee because I do enjoy a good coffee sometimes. Maybe it will just be like, you know, an initial coffee in the morning if I'm feeling particularly tired, but generally speaking, I'm usually go for tea. So, question number 5 is, what are you passionate about? I am passionate about writing. Obviously, I'm passionate about having the can-do attitude about almost everything. Like anything and everything is almost solvable. I mean, obviously, you know, there's the occasional thing that you can't actually do, but you know, if there's a goal or something that you want to accomplish, usually there is a way of getting there. It might not be the simplest way of getting there, but there's always a way you can get there. And I try and take that into whatever I'm trying to tackle, or if anyone wants to talk to me about advice, I try and bring that in with me to try and help people sort of push forwards with their own goals. And essentially, I just like letting people know that, like, if they want to do something, that they can go and do it. Like, there's nothing to stop you. I mean, obviously there are some things that do stop you, but 9 times out of 10, you can do the thing that you want to do. I think that's probably it for that question. Question number 6 is, do you have a pet? And that is a no. We used to have a family dog called Blade, and she was very sweet. If I can find a photo of her, there is a picture of her here. But currently, as it stands, I do not have a pet. Question number 7 was, what was your dream job as a child when you were younger? I mean, instinctively, I feel like it was train driver. Like, I used to play with trains a lot, you know, Thomas the Tank Engine, stuff like that. And, you know, when you used to get sort of, who was it? It was like Gordon, this big train. He was huge, massive and blue. And you could just, you know, hook up a load of carriages and he would absolutely steam through. He was an absolute tank, even though he was a train. And yeah, I just thought trains were really, really cool. But yes, obviously I grew up, and though, you know, driving trains is still a pretty cool job, I'm sure, I sort of lost interest in that and moved on to other things. Question number 8 is, if you could live anywhere else in the world, where would it be? I mean, it's not really that far, but I absolutely love Scotland. I do love parts of Scandinavia as well. They're so scenic with all their mountains. I've been to Scotland several times on holiday. I've been to Finland, I've been to Iceland, and I love them both. I don't know, really. I would tend to say Scotland as like an instinctive reaction, which isn't really too far afield. Which is probably related to question number 9, which is, do you speak any foreign languages? Well, I sadly do not. I was a little bit of French in secondary school, and then also I very basically tried to learn a bit of German, but it never really went anywhere. I tended to find more joy in sort of teaching people English instead. So yeah, and question number 10 is, what music would we find in your collection? Now, I'm not really picky on music. I listen to almost anything and everything when I do listen to music, because I think I've stated before, I can't really listen to music when I do writing or if I'm trying to concentrate, unless it's sort of just soundtracks. But if I was to just grasp at something like Ben Howard, something chilled, or on the flip side, sort of something more sort of upbeat and sort of motivational to get me writing and to get me focused. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, if you give me recommendations for songs, I will check it out and probably enjoy it. But yes, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you, author JC Carpenter, for bringing this to my attention. Be sure to check out her channel, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.